A clean, organized classroom is the first step towards creating an effective learning environment. It also shows care and respect for the learners and yourself. Get started by doing the following. Coordinate with your colleagues if you share a classroom. Sort the furniture. Make sure there is a table and a chair for each learner. Get rid of broken and excess items. Clear the space in the classroom. Set up a teacher's station. Organize a clean, nice space for yourself. Have a wall space for each subject. Change your displays regularly, so that learners want to go and look at the displays. Set up a shelf for learners' books. Label the books and the space to help with organization. Establish a class library. Collect reading materials for your learners to use for independent reading. Have extra stationery for learners. This saves time when learners need to get started with written work. And, most important of all, display learners' work. Again, change these displays regularly, so that all learners have a chance to have their work on display and feel proud.
When we started this program, then I thought about the environment. Then I said, what has the environment has to do with this? And environment has anything to do with the whole program, because when I compare this situation to church, if we go to church, we find the environment calm, everything in church is organized. You find that spirit of calamity. Everything there is organized, and then I thought, what if I take that environment from church and bring it into my classroom? Because when the learners come in, they must feel calm, they must feel welcome, they must feel that they belong in the class. So I take the whole experience from church and brought it into the classroom. Because when my learners come in, they must notice that, oh, our teacher did put a lot of effort. They must also in turn return the favor of putting more effort also. Then in the meantime, we are working together as one. I can say for this year, I'm very fortunate because I only have 48 learners compared to the previous years where I have plus minus 70. So I said, oh, I'm fortunate. Let me organize my class into groups, because if I put them in groups, I'll be able to move around and the number favored me. So I made sure that every learner has the chair to sit and a table to write on, so that they feel welcome and they feel they belong to Memle Dwaba's class. That's what I did. This is my working station. I share this table with 3 of my colleagues, who is Mem Nkidi, Mem Mulaudi, and Mem Banda. So upon ourselves, we decided to have a locker where we will put our important documents in it. And we didn't only agree on a locker, we also chose one learner who is responsible enough to have the key to make sure that all our documents are safe in that locker. So by so doing that, we know even if one of the teachers is looking for a key, that learner will be there to hand over the key. Another thing, this is my prep book and this is my test books where I check my assessment. So when I move to another class, I take them with me so that the next teacher who comes will find the station clean and conducive for learning. So we have practiced that. You know that they say cleanliness is godliness. That is what we are practicing. As teachers, we all agreed that everyone is responsible for his or her own wall space. It needs to be kept updated in relevance to what the content is saying. Like if you see, mine is on their board. As soon as I'm finished, I have the monitor who will take it down and put it at my corner. So we made it interesting because every teacher, every time must update his or her work on the wall space so that it becomes interesting, and it must be in content with the subject that you are teaching, and it must be relevant.